taken up with information I have found through researching the subjects along the way. This information is included to ensure that my thought processes and the sources I have used are clearly identifiable to my readers who want to find out more information or who want to make sure that they understand where different ideas have come from. Although this veers the format slightly into the academic and ethnographic, the reader is encouraged to be under no illusions to the purpose of the book, which is for a modern pagan practitioner to share with other modern pagan practitioners. To give simply the rites would be to take away from the journey that birthed them, and would deprive the reader of the ability to decide for themselves the validity of the primary and secondary sources that went into their creation. This is a spiritual journey laid bare for an audience who are either already treading a similar path or are looking for guidance in order to follow a well-trodden path to a similar endpoint. In anthropological terms, I have not gone native, for I have never been anything but native. I am so native that I will never be able to produce a document about my spiritual work that stands up to rigorous academic scrutiny. Therefore, I ask you, as a reader, to understand this and to see the gate is open for what it is, an account by a practitioner sharing their knowledge. Firstly, I am a practitioner. Secondly, a guide and a teacher. Thirdly, a folklorist and historian. And lastly, an anthropologist. The reader, as a practitioner accessing this information, will find that this does not take the form of a step-by-step workbook. Instead, these are a series of individual rites that can be accessed and experimented with one by one, or by taking elements from specific rites and ideas and building a practice that works for you. Some of these rites are suitable for individuals. Some have suggestions on how they can be adapted for individuals. But the majority of these practical rites have been developed for small groups. As with most group and teamwork, you will have better results working within groups of people that you are comfortable with and have worked with before and feel comfortable working at a high-energy ritual level with. If you are a small group forming in order to take on these rites, I would recommend that you undertake celebratory rites and get to know and understand how you gel spiritually as a group before you attempt the majority of the rites in this book. What is Seidr? The term Seidr comes from literature written in Scandinavia between the 10th and 12th centuries. These tales from the Viking and pre-Christian North give us the word Seidr, which is often used to describe supernatural activity. It has been suggested that the word Seidr within the Old Norse literature is interchangeable with the word witch, used in a similar way within British medieval literature, although the term witch has also been used within the Norse literature. In the same way that it is incredibly difficult to find a definition for the term witch, or even for witchcraft, magic, and ritual, it is difficult to universally define Seidr. Another word that has been used and is often used within translations of the sagas is sorcery. As such, although there are many similar themes which run through the examples the sagas give of Seidr, there are also many differences. The word Seidr is pronounced Seith or Seith, with the D replacing the Old Norse character eth, which is pronounced as the. The word can be spelt as S-E-I-D, S-E-I-D-H, S-E-I-T-H, S-E-I-T-H-R, and in the Swedish as S-E-J-D. The root of the word Seidr has been vastly debated by heathens. Diana Paxson suggests that the word Seidr relates to sing or speak. This links it with the Norse word galdr, which refers to a song or incantation. She also links it to the word sit and to the word seance, which brings images of spiritualism and mediums. Sheena McGrath suggests that Seidr is linked to the Old English word seeth, which translates into modern English as seethe, firstly meaning to boil, for example, seething water on the stove, but secondly, and more commonly used in the modern English language, to get silently and slowly angry. Edred Thorson refutes this theory and points out that the Old Norse word for seethe is sjóða, which gives a very different translation. This is a very good point, but